Hi guys, Aragon here, and today we are back in WolfQuest with SparrowWing. She's kind of hard to see a little bit right now, just that lighting with her dark face, but we are back with her and her mate that we found last time that we were in. I do apologize for the audio in her previous episode. I know I put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but yeah, I didn't have the means to fix it in editing, unfortunately. So we just kind of had to do what we had to do. We do need to... Whoops. I forgot that I have changed some controls here. Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to go ahead and adjust some of my controls here. But we're back in today. I do have a new microphone because my last one, actually, I had just bought it a few months ago. It was past its return window, but it actually ended up being broken. So it only worked for those 2 videos and part of Crowfang's other episode, and that was it. It didn't work again after that. We tried it on my husband's computer in the house, and it just did not work. The C port where the C cable goes into the mic was broken. So blessings in disguise. I think this mic sounds a lot better anyways. But we're going to go ahead and get into it today with these guys. We're going to try to reach pups and are claiming our den site. And we'll see what else. We do have to go out for a hunt. We are kind of sleepy, so I guess we'll go ahead and do that now really quick. And then I guess in the next episode is when we will give our mate here his name, as well as the pups. He kind of looks like a coyote a little bit. I know in the previous episode I was talking about he kind of reminds me of like autumn or fall. I still think that's true. He kind of looks like this like dead grass here. He blends in very nicely. But I can also see a little bit of like coyote, especially in his face. Very beautiful. So let's go ahead and start kind of looking for some prey here. We don't have much space over that way, so we probably want to go just straight. See what we can find here. We're gonna go ahead and test our mate out here. Like I said in the previous one, I might keep him anyways, even if he isn't the greatest hunter, because I've done it before, and most of the time I end up hunting by myself anyways. I've had a few bold mates that like to go in and help hunt a lot, but he's very... He seems to be semi-bold. I wouldn't say that he's like a bold wolf, just from what I was seeing earlier or previously when we were when we were courting him. I felt like he was semi-bold. He did keep coming up to me, but it did take a minute. He did stay away for a little bit, and their scent is getting very strong, so let's head out. Okay, that's some bull elk, but thankfully there's a big herd right behind them. Okay, we definitely need to get around them if we can. Whoa! What? What? He was not impressed with my strength and hunting skills? Whoa. Hang on a minute. Dude. Wait, we didn't even get a chance. You guys. I am flabbergasted. What? We didn't even get to hunt. I'm shocked. I don't even know if I want to hunt now. I loved him. I thought that they were a beautiful pair. He was a very nice looking wolf. I am incredibly disappointed. Oh, but there's a carcass. Maybe let's go check out this carcass really fast. So that we can eat. We'll see what's on it, of course, but oh my gosh. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, but I've never been rejected by a mate. Ever. I don't know if he heard what I was saying about him or not, but that's kind of messed up. I mean, we didn't even get the chance to hunt. I was looking at the map so that I could decide which way we should get them to run, and I guess that was not impressive to him. I'm like confused because I feel like we didn't even like I don't know. There was no hunting to be had yet. Like, I just don't understand. I was so excited. I thought that they made a perfect pair. I was excited for you, for you guys to get the chance to name him. I don't even know. Okay, it looks like it's just coyotes. Okay. He's a 4-star. Let's... You guys. Is this like a blessing in disguise? Is this her? Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I pushed the wrong button. Wait. Come back. I love you. No. I forgot that my my favorites. I think I changed some of them from what they used to be. I mean, I'm really glad that he's a 4-star diversity. This feels like one of those movies, you know, where like you really love the couple, they seem so perfect, and then the boyfriend turns out to be just like awful, like horrible, awful, like downright just she deserves better. Okay? That's what this reminds me of. And then like they break up and the girl meets like the guy of her dreams, the guy that like, you know, actually loves her and wants to be with her. This is crazy, you guys. I'm still in shock that this happened. And how, like, what are the odds that he would just be at this carcass? You know? I want him to accept us, and then we can chase these dogs off and the coyote and eat a little bit. Like what? This is just crazy to me. I think he's accepting us. He's pretty. Yes. Okay. This is crazy. Yes, that's right. Mark. Hey, look at this free food I found us. Aren't you impressed? I like how big he is, too. I feel like SparrowWing's, like, pretty small. And the other mate we had was also pretty small as well, it seems like. Okay. He wants to eat by himself. I get it. I get it. I can't. I'm still in shock. We just barely started this episode. And so much has already happened. Okay. Well, we're just gonna take a little chunk with us because we're not, like, starving. Okay, I guess we're gonna, I guess we're gonna go into a fight with these dogs here. Whoops. I've changed some of my keys here, so... Oh my gosh. Couldn't get a bite in there. I definitely don't want to, like, kill any of the dogs, but... I mean, I don't care if they take chunks. Okay. Oh my gosh. So many things happening right now. So I guess leave a name for this guy down below. I have a feeling this one's gonna work out a lot better than the last one. But, you know, we'll see. I had a good feeling about the last one as well, and he just straight up dipped out. He's like, yeah, no. Cause I guess I was thinking, like, we should probably run them away from enemy territory. But I guess he had other ideas. I kind of want to name him now. The previous mate option. And I don't want to be nice about it. I want to remember him forever, okay? I think we're actually going to do that really fast. Okay, I looked up... Oh my gosh. I looked up synonyms. For shady behavior. And devious, I feel like, fits him very well. So, we named him Devious Coyote. I do know that I talked a little bit about my naming and how I name my wolves like how the Warrior Cats book series is. I feel like that's pretty common. You know what? We're gonna go for these deer over here. Come on, let's go hunt. Let me prove my worth to you. But yeah, so I know I talked a bit about that, and that is how I name them, but I don't exclusively name them like nature themed stuff. I will also have the first or second part of the name be kind of like other descriptive type of words. Kind of the really only rule I've ever found for warrior cats is that it would just be a name that like a cat would know. You know, like that it makes sense. It's not like so out of this world. And I feel like devious behavior or shady behavior is something that like a wolf would comprehend. So yeah, Devious Coyote. We will never forget him, and if we ever see him again, if he ever is part of another pack or creates his own pack in any way, shape, or form and stays here, we will not let him stay here. Let's just put it that way. If he ever decides to come on in with his own pack, we're just gonna, you know, not care. Let's... Let go. Oh my gosh. Whew. That was so close. Usually ooh. Okay, she missed, thankfully. Normally I would actually chase a little bit longer, but... Oops. She did not get a bite in there. I don't want to stay on too much. She's, like, not doing a great job. I say as she kicks me. But at least she's like a mule deer, so... He seems pretty decent. And we got it. I think he's stuck a little bit. Yeah, it's like I want him to definitely be able to get some. I'm gonna let him eat because he does seem to kind of, you know, I kind of want to sleep next to him if he'll let us. So cute. So his coat is actually the same coat as my personal legacy playthrough, Bramble Star, which I think is the s'mores coat. I believe that's the name of it. And I think I thought the other one was also s'mores. Yeah, it's a little fox. Oh, and the dogs. And a stray wolf. Who, I don't know if we've met this wolf yet. I don't want to, like, separate. Is that the dog? That is. That's the German Shepherd. I want to see him. We definitely want to go out and find an elk. I guess we can leave the carcass to them. I'm not that worried about it. It's a little fawn. Okay, he also kind of looks like a German Shepherd. Like, a lot. Okay. Let's carry on here. Little 804. I think. Yeah, he's an 804. Let's go try to find some elk. Okay, so let's go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna want to come up around this direction and run them like a little more southwest-ish. Yeah, like this is pretty good. If we can get them to go from here. That was very easy. I'm not gonna lie. But I need them to turn just a little more. Okay, here we go. Now we have some distance. I really hope he does not get run over. Okay, yeah, he's definitely a bold mate. He just wants to go in. He doesn't even want to tire them out. So, I guess let's see if his pick is, like, good. Ooh, yeah, I tried to let go. It didn't work out too well. That calf is, like, full health, dude. Okay, I don't know what he was thinking. Let's, like, get them to run. Yes. I don't know why he feels the need to... He's definitely bold. And I am okay with a bold mate, but... I just feel like... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was just a triple whammy right there. Dude, I don't know what you were thinking. He's gonna die. He's gonna get himself killed. We're gonna end up being a single mom, and this is gonna turn into a single mom challenge. It was never meant to be. This is horrible. Why? Why? Why couldn't we have chased them for a minute? So I think this is actually gonna be better when we do have pups, and maybe he'll stay behind with the pups a few times. I don't know why he felt the need to just pick one. I wouldn't say he's a poor hunter, but I would definitely say he's a risky hunter, which probably isn't going to bode very well for us. Oh, don't go for the mom. Oh my gosh. I hate when that happens. We got her. We got her. Dang. And we're not even like hungry. I'm just hunting just to hunt. To prove that I'm a worthy mate. I'm gonna take a chunk. And then I'm gonna come lay down here. That way if we wake up and there's something on the carcass, it's not that big of a deal. Because we definitely need to sleep now. Like, this is not a joke. That was high risk. High risk. Without him, I would have ended up, like, not even doing that hunt. But I guess beggars can't be choosers, you know. She wanted family. Also, the new map is gonna come out soon. We don't know exactly when yet, but it is gonna come out soon. So, would you guys like to... we're gonna go ahead and sleep one more time. I didn't want to do this, but I guess we're gonna have to. Oops. Okay. It wasn't even for the meat. But, I guess we'll let him refuel himself. Oh, I guess he wanted to eat with us. I can't eat. I'm not hungry. I'll take another chunk, I guess. It'd be nice if it would have been, like, a big chunk, but it's fine. We'll be fine. There's our other one. So let's sleep one more time. Hopefully this doesn't, like, kill the vibe. I do like that he is bold. I do like that he goes in. He's very bold. Like, extremely bold compared to what we saw from the other wolf. I thought he was leaving us again for a second. I was gonna be so sad. I am really glad that he's a 4-star, though. I do know that they upped the amount of times that you'll see 4-star diversity wolves. But, yeah. We'll let him eat. And then I guess we can go out for another hunt. I don't necessarily know that, that we have to, like, that it matters. I think we just have to kind of survive through until we are pregnant. But it's worth a look. I am curious. There's some mule deer. A bison. We're definitely not doing that. Oh, we just have to boost our affinity to 100. I couldn't remember exactly how this worked, but we'll go ahead and play a little bit, see if he'll play. I don't know if he's much of a play kind of a wolf. I'm checking my stuff, but let's go ahead and do the lick faced. He doesn't seem very, like, affectionate, which is fine, you know? Like, he just wants us to be confident in him, I guess. Yeah, he's... he's very... wolf, I guess. I feel bad because I think that that's a fawn. and he wants the mom. I could be wrong though, it might not. Ooh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the fawn. Or the other deer. I don't even know. He really wanted this one. Oh, I guess we're getting them both. This is so sad. But he wanted them both, so, you know, let's just go ahead and get them both. I guess. At least then we don't have to, like, worry that the baby's just gonna go off on its own and die. I mean, I think it's pretty big. I think it would have been fine. But okay, well, he's a gentleman waiting for us to eat. I do want to come over here and mark her carcass, because she's bigger, so... And look, here come the dogs already, it looks like. Dogs or some other wolves. So they can go ahead and have the fawn carcass. Are those coyotes? Those look like coyotes. They looked very big from far away to be a coyote, but... I love how, like, they stopped and ate the carcass and then just, like, instantly came for the bigger one. You wanna go? That one's my body. I let you guys have the baby. So get out of here. There's plenty enough to feed all of us. It's kind of an awkward angle to bite at. Okay, they stole their chunks. They left. I can take that. I really don't understand why they, like, ate from the baby and then they were just like, yeah, this isn't good enough. Ooh, he likes us. We'll go ahead and do it. I feel like we've wasted a lot of time. Yeah, this is my first 4-star diversity, which is why I wanted a 4-star, because I hadn't had one yet. I've had 3-star, and I've also had 1 and 2-star, just because of their looks. So we're just gonna keep it as 804M for now and start marking our territory. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Yeah, I was gonna say, sometimes territories are gone when it's time to start marking. So if our den is gonna be here, I feel like I want to keep this territory here, so I think we're gonna go ahead and mark, just like zigzag a little bit and head down here. I don't like how strong these hexes are, I'm not gonna lie, especially with being that close to the den, so we might come in and try and get this one as well and try to maybe push back some of these. It would be nice eventually, maybe not right this minute, but it would be nice to work our way down to having some territory in the town, just so that we know we have a few options for food. I'm not so worried about this portion up here. I feel like when the elk move to higher elevation, these areas here will cover that. And then the lower elevation probably down here should be fine. I guess we'll find out. I do think I want to push back some up here as well, so that we do have more territory in the higher elevations. They don't have this hex, so we could potentially come in and get this one and come down this way. So we're just gonna go ahead and get these done. I think if we actually like spam howl, it helps. Okay, we now have it. Little fox. This is a carcass. I don't think this is one that we took down. Alright, we don't need to fight over a carcass. This is unnecessary. I just wanted a bite. for on the road. Let's head, I think we need to head north. Yeah, maybe, I'm wondering if we should head, I maybe should have brought some meat from, dude, we don't need to fight everything that we come across. He is very aggressive. So maybe he needs a very manly, strong name, you know? like a Armstrong or something, but more wolf related. This is crazy. I think we should still be heading in the right direction to get these hexes up towards the border. We definitely want to be fast about this. I will say I generally let my sleep get all the way down while I do this. Looks like just a lone deer. And then we'll probably hunt easy stuff like mule deer, just so that we can kind of keep going. We are gonna need to sleep at some point. I also did not even realize. I was watching someone's video recently of one of their live streams. What is this? Oh, it must be like a antler or something. Oh, it's a skull. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's something Crowfang can come and find. But let's... Scent post. Howl. I'm seeing which one of my howls is shorter. Definitely the second howl. Okay, so that should be... Yep. Okay, so I'm debating if we should just go up and get these ones. I don't really want to get into a fight right now, so I think we're just gonna go down. It looks like they're currently taking this section. So yeah, let's head east and get these. We definitely want to come down and get anything around this so that they don't keep pushing down in. Yeah, we don't want to miss out on any opportunity. So I'm gonna go ahead and let our sleep probably mostly drain. It's kind of unfortunate because if a wolf pack does decide to try and take a territory that we're currently trying to mark, it is going to turn into a wolf fight and we might have to run and sleep and come back to it later because we're already down half of our health. which is not good. We're gonna make this as quick as possible. I think it only took 4 short howls after peeing the last time. Five. Okay. So we need to scent post and howl 5 times. That's a trick I learned recently, is that howling actually does quite a bit more than just peeing, like after you mark your post. So for those of you who didn't know, now you know. I used to just keep running and keep peeing and do a few howls here and there, but that definitely works. So I saw that a lot of people try to specifically set a short howl for their second howl, so that way that they can spam howl when they're marking territories like this, just to make it faster. I kind of wish that you could accept dispersals into your pack. I mean, I guess it realistically probably doesn't make any sense, but it would be kind of nice. Especially for, like, storytelling purposes. This is really pretty territory, though, so I'm pretty happy to have it. But I'm assuming that there's a den by this cliff face here. We'll kind of go into the scent view in a minute. I'm not seeing a den in the scent view, and we're getting farther away from it. Okay, this is the river, so yeah, it's not here. I am curious about it. I do feel like we've already chose our den, but it's always nice to have options and at least to know where they're at. Okay, so it's an old coyote den. I don't love it, but okay, they're already taking right here. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and come back through here and zigzag a little bit and get the rest of what we have available. I'm gonna go ahead and do this just on our own, and I'll bring you guys back once we've claimed the rest of these territories, and when we're actually going to be getting in some wolf fights. So I will bring you guys back in a little bit. So we have just been blessed with an elk calf. That had basically no health. I don't know how. It did fall, and I did go in for the bite, but it was already well under half health. Looks like she looks familiar to like a character I've seen. Why did we have to go in for the bite? We're being blessed with food. Okay, she's pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Oops. Yeah, it's rough out here, girl. I get it, okay? This is completely unnecessary. She looks elements. I like that. I like the elements pack. Sorry, I got kind of like involved in this fight here. I really do not want to die, but we're for sure gonna have to sleep after this. Because these are just dispersals. They're not even... Okay, he suffered a major injury. I really just need them to go. We might have to run and come back. Unfortunately, we were blessed with food and that was about it. Yeah. So we just kind of ran into an elk herd. It's not quite 100%. Yeah, we ran into an elk herd coming through marking some of the territory, and I figured, like, if one falls, we can try and get it. And it ended up being a calf. The mom did not turn around at all. So we were able to get it. We're gonna go ahead and sleep now, though, because that was a lot of unnecessary damage just fighting over a carcass, and we're not really that hungry. I'm pretty sure they were just female dispersals, so it really wasn't worth fighting. But I think we're gonna go back to the carcass, try to eat some more, and then sleep one more time, maybe. Maybe it is a elk. Let's just come over here and sleep, if it'll let us. One more time, since we need to anyways, and then maybe the carcass will be clear when we wake up. I just really hate sleeping this much when we need to be marking territory, because we run the risk of wolves trying to invade our territory. The cougar's still here, but you know what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Thankfully, he was kind of already filled up quite a bit, I think, on it. And this time we will take a chunk from the elk. Just to make sure. And then we're gonna head up around. So I'll see you guys when we get the rest of the territory. Okay, so we have gotten to the point of being able to name our pack. I do have 2 more hexes I need to claim, but I figured I'd bring you guys back for this. I think we're gonna name our pack Lil Yellowstone, because it's kind of where we started. Yeah, so this is like kind of where we started our little pack. So I think we're gonna go ahead and have our pack name be Lil Yellowstone Pack. I think it just makes sense. Okay, so I just finished marking that territory, and we also just got some wolves coming in to evade our current hex territories, which is not ideal. I was headed over to our carcass. We did go ahead and sleep to regain some stamina and health. But it's looking like I'm hoping it's these guys, because this is the territory we want anyways. So we will find out. But it kind of works in our favor because we were going to go out after them anyways. So if it is them, we can go ahead and hopefully win this fight. And then after winning, we can go through and take the other territories that we wanted. I really hope he does not try to go after a bison right now. Like, we are injured. We have much more important things to do with our life right now. Oh man. I can see him potentially dying at some point. Just going in for bison or something on his own without me even like trying to do a single mother challenge or anything. I see this happening in our future at some point. Hopefully not. But I guess we will find out. Okay, it looks like they're on the other side. Let's go around this. This stuff is dangerous, I'm not gonna lie, but it is nice when you're hunting elk. I believe that was in SparrowWing's previous episode. It might have been Crowfangs, but yeah, it can do some damage, so it could be nice to potentially run some other wolves over it to help take their health down a little bit. Because we're in accurate, and this is my first time playing accurate, so it would be smart to strategize and make smart decisions. And I think it's pretty smart to run some enemy wolves into that area. I would just have to kind of get to know it a little bit better. They should be, like... Here they are. We're just gonna go in. I think these are the ones from earlier. Okay, she's got low health, so I'm gonna target her. Because if we can kill her or weaken her enough that she runs off, I say just go for the kill, to be completely honest. I don't know how she's even still going, to be completely honest. I am gonna go in for the kill. I don't always do this, but it makes the most sense. I think these are the ones from earlier that I tried to get him to disperse and he wouldn't. Because I thought it would be kind of interesting to convince a wolf to disperse. This is sad. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? She's the first wolf I've seen in the wild that has, like, the mange tail. I swear, if you go for one of those bull elk... he needs a name. I need him to have a name. So that when I'm frustrated and angry and yelling at him, you know, he has a name. So that was perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and head on over and start marking and taking these territories now. Because that's what we needed to do anyways, and we won the fight. We did kill her, so we should be able to get these hexes with relatively not much of an issue, hopefully. We might need to pee some more. This is a nice view, though. I think for sure we're gonna want to take more territory up that direction at some point. Whoops. It's getting a little bit foggy. Yeah. So I think we're gonna want to take some of this territory up this way eventually. Not right now. But I do believe that when the elk herds move up, it looks like this is an area that they're probably gonna move up to. So it would be nice to have some territory up here, just to make sure we always have food options. And then of course down low here in this region. So we might end up having like a tea section, kind of. just a little sideways tea over here. Might be our priority in terms of what we're looking at for future territory gain. I think it'll definitely help us out and give us like year-round hunting, and because our den is kind of closer to both of those hunting grounds, should be relatively quick to find some elk. And I do try to herd elk and deer and things towards where our den site is. I think it makes it just easier, because when the food is closer, it's easier to go and get it. And if you have a carcass in your actual den site, wild animals don't come for it. So I do try to get as close to the home den site as possible with the food. I do think with our mate here, that might be a little bit difficult. So we might want to do some solo hunting as often as we can and leave him home with the pups. But we do have to be careful doing that regardless. I think the howling might do a little bit better. I think our mate is really in love with us over here. He always likes to watch us. But very bold, very aggressive. We'll see how that does in the future. I truly don't know if he's gonna survive this. As sad as that sounds, I kind of have a feeling something might happen to him eventually. And not on purpose. Like, not me trying to do a challenge. I just, with his personality type, the way he just goes in for the attack, it's very much how I normally play myself. But, you know, since having a certain since having certain like experiences with hunting and fighting, I've since kind of learned, you know, it's better to just not be bold all the time. Especially when it comes to hunting. Like, you really need to tire out your prey. The easiest kills I've ever had are the ones where I run them down to where they won't even, like, they will hardly even run anymore. They just stop and turn around to fight even if their health is, like, almost max. But because they're so weak and tired, their health just drops so quickly. Like, a cow elk will drop health as quickly as a calf, an elk calf. I didn't want to take this territory. I was just trying to run towards my food, actually. I think we have enough territory for now. I'm not going to worry about taking more at the moment, because I do want to go ahead and have our pups and, you know, wrap up this video. I think it's gone on for quite some time. I'm probably going to have to cut quite a bit out, just so it's not too long. And then, of course, it's up to you guys. If you like longer videos, go ahead and tell me and I can make longer videos. Let me know if you like when people cut out the more boring stuff, like trying to find elk and claiming territory and stuff. I mean, it's part of the game, but if that kind of in-between stuff is boring, do let me know, and I can try my best to kind of just keep those parts out, and only put in kind of the more entertaining stuff. Of course, the cougar is back. I'm willing to fight for my food, though. Oops, I didn't mean to howl. He's just getting more agitated. Sorry, I'm trying not to move the camera too much, but I do want to run him out of here if we can. Try not to make you guys too dizzy. I do get motion sick, so. His flight meter isn't going up too quickly. Doing it this way, though. I do want this food here before we go ahead and settle down and have pups. It would be nice. Oops. That could have potentially been bad. This is taking a lot of our health. He's fine, so I'm not worried about our mate over here. He's pretty strong. We're gonna check out his stats in a minute as well. Okay, good. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. They just wait for their turn to come in. Okay, well, they took off, thankfully, but yeah, that was ridiculous. I think we're gonna head up to our den here so that we can sleep and claim our den, and then we should be good to go ahead and have our pups. Okay, yes, we have to click proceed to next quest. But here we are. I think it's gonna tell us to find our den. Yes. Yep, I love it. Let's name this the Stick Shack. Yay. And thankfully he is healed. That's good. Oh, and you know what? We forgot to look at his stats. I am so sorry. We will look at that as soon as we continue this on. And my mage injury is healed as well. We definitely want these two. Especially this one to help chase off any predators or wolves. And then she's a very social wolf. She wants to be a good mom. So we want her to be the fun parent. Now, the true question is, do I give her more stamina? Or possibly more strength, I'm thinking. I think we're okay on health. And then, you know, she already has quite a bit of speed, so I'm not worried about that. I'm thinking strength, because it'll balance it out, and I think that will do... It'll help to do a little bit more damage, I think. So, we're going to go ahead and advance to age 3. Oh, 7 pups. Oh my goodness. I've never had 7 pups before. I've only ever had like 5 or 6. Mostly 6, but 7 is a lot of pups to look after. But it looks like we got a good amount of males and females, which is nice. Because most of the time I get like 1 male and the rest are all female, or vice versa. So I feel like this feels pretty good. You know, if we can keep... Hopefully we can keep like at least 4 of them alive. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sure we're gonna get to keep any of them alive. So let's go ahead and let these guys come out and see what they look like. So the mountain lions do have quite a bit of foliage to hide in, but I think we'll be okay. We'll definitely be able to see like if coyotes, I think, or like predator wolves are coming up on us. It's not overly wooded or crowded, so... Oh, they're so cute. Obviously, we're not gonna really get to see what their colors are gonna look like yet. But... we have a lot of pups to feed. So, hopefully we can regurgitate a little bit here. Oh, they're so cute. I think just give them as much as we can, because we'll definitely have to get hunting in the next episode for sure. Hopefully he'll stay behind just so I don't have to... I'm really hoping we can keep the fleas, like, as low as possible. So if Dad can stay home and babysit quite a bit, I think that'll help for sure. And then we'll be able to hunt ungulates, little baby ungulates soon. Not yet, of course, but... So we have a lot of names to give here, I think. Oh no, that was my I think, yes. Oh my goodness. So this is one of our males. I know it's kind of shaded and hard to see, but super cute. This is one of the females. Looks like we're gonna have quite a bit of like gray and brown undertones going in these pups. Yeah, like this one looks like she's gonna be very like a dark blackish gray, or him, and then his sister definitely more like her father, that burnt brown color. We obviously don't know what the coats are gonna look like, but from this we get a pretty good idea of kind of what the colors are gonna look like a little bit here. So cute. He has blue eyes. Or she. I didn't really pay attention. Very dark, this one. This one kind of reminds me of Crowfang. More of the brown. So, yeah. That's... that's the pups. Leave some names down below. Go ahead and just leave their number with the name, as well as our mate here. He definitely needs a name, so go ahead and leave any name suggestions down below. I do know that this is kind of like my first few videos, so if we don't have any suggestions by the next episode, I will go ahead and name them myself. But yeah, this is exciting. They're all fed right now, except you. I don't know if I can regurgitate anymore. Oh good, I can. Yes. We definitely want to make sure they're all pretty well off so that when we start in again the next time we can go ahead and do hopefully a quick hunt. But they are very adorable. So let's go ahead and quickly look at our mate's stats, because I did forget to check. 0 strength, -1 stamina, 0 speed, and +1 health. I'm kind of surprised. He seems to run faster than SparrowWing, but SparrowWing already has +2 speed. And then the -1 stamina, 0 health. And then of course we gave her that strength perk to kind of even that out a little bit, help us with hunting hopefully. So that's good, because if we do need to use him to kind of do the brunt of the hunting, we can. And we're fast enough to kind of keep up and help take him down a little bit. But I'm very excited with the pups that we got. Hopefully we can get most of them to survive, but I think we all know how this goes. But we'll see. He's getting pretty hungry too, because we regurgitated a lot for the pups, but it was kind of necessary. So I guess we will go ahead and leave this episode off here. I know that this is probably going to be a long one again. So I guess anyone who's watching, if you could just let me know if you prefer the long videos or if you like more short, like 20 to 40 minutes-ish, or if you like long, like 40 plus minutes. I do enjoy watching live streams. Hopefully eventually I can do some live streaming, but for now that's just not it's not really in the cards for me. But I would like to get it set up soon, so that we can go ahead and do stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a nap, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.